Viruses have threatened our computers for years, and looking back, you might remember someone like Stuxnet. Things have evolved.
Well, there's a new threat to know about, an extortion virus. We're going in detail as we compute this.
Thor Schrock from Schrock Innovations. Good morning, Thor.
Good morning.
So what's this new virus all about?
Well, before we get to that, unless you guys give me 6 more minutes of airtime, I have some embarrassing things that I could reveal live.
You're extorting us.
Yeah. That's extortion, buddy. Is that illegal? That's illegal.
I think it is.
That's illegal.
I think it is, but since it's Blue Monday, you know, why not? You know?
Why not?
So
We're
that's
saying off the-
It's Blue Monday.
It is, but that's what I got. But that's basically the premise of this. It's extortion, this new virus.
Yes. Yeah, so basically, extortionware is not new. An extortionware virus, just for everybody who doesn't know what that is, basically it gets into your computer, and it doesn't pop up or do anything crazy. It starts encrypting your hard drive. Not just your hard drive, but your backups too. Anything that can go across your network, any of your family members' computers, if it can encrypt those, it'll encrypt those too. The sheriff's departments have been hit by this, where it's spread through the entire police network and encrypted like every mugshot and police record. These sheriff's departments contact the FBI, say, we've been hacked, what do we do? The FBI says, well, you have 2 choices. You can throw away all your data, which of course they have criminal prosecutions and things.
Nobody's doing that.
You can't do that, or you can pay the ransom.
That's what the FBI is telling you to do.
That's what the FBI tells
is
a
to pony
sheriff's
up.
department.
Right,
is
pay
to
the ransom.
So how is this new virus different than what we would have seen the last few years?
Yeah, so these viruses, they get into your computer. Number one, if you don't have good antivirus software, you know, we all know you have to have antivirus software. By now, anyone watching this show should know that there's good antivirus software and then there's junk that is, you know, better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick, but still not great. The second thing that a lot of people should know by now is that you have to keep your third-party software up to date. That's your Java, your Flash, your Adobe Reader, your Skype, your VLC Media Player, Firefox, Chrome, all these programs that are not made by Microsoft, that don't come with your computer, that we all run every day. You need to keep those up to date, because if you don't, it opens a door for these bad guys. So this extortionware has been around for a while. But this particular virus is different because, number one, it's been written completely in JavaScript. Now, without getting too much in the weeds, your computer's antivirus has to trust the programs on your computer. It has to trust Java. So when you have an outdated version of Java and this virus comes in through Java, it goes right through, even endpoint, even the endpoint we put on there, it'll go right through it.
Because it thinks it's okay because of
it.
the source.
Yeah, and so you have to keep that stuff up to date. Well, this virus is written completely in JavaScript, which means to get infected, all you have to do is do a Google search. You know, I saw the movie 13 Hours over the weekend, and at the end, you know, they spin the guys. This guy retired from the CIA and now resides in Nebraska. One of them lives in Nebraska. I was like, whoa! So we got home, we Googled him. Sure enough, he lives in Omaha.
Oh, neat.
He could be watching right now. And you know, thank you for your service, by the way, if you are. That movie was intense. But basically, so we did that Google search. It's a Google search we did one time. We're never going to do it again. We didn't know what website we were going to go to. If my wife's computer wouldn't have been protected by, you know, Secure Updater and Norton Semantic Endpoint, she could have got a virus from the site she went to.
Because it was Java.
Just going there. She didn't have to click on anything. She didn't have to open anything.
And it wasn't some shady website, because we used to think that too. You had to go someplace that didn't look legitimate.
People have been infected on FoxNews.com. 2 years ago, the Super Bowl website was infecting people.
It's the most innocent places online.
Yeah, because they get hacked too.
Right.
So the bottom line here is this stuff gets in and it does huge damage. When I talk about a ransom, I'm talking about a ransom paid in Bitcoin to the tune of $600 to $700 to get your data back.
To free up your pictures, to free it. Like,
Everything.
otherwise,
To get your
all of
data
that
back.
stuff could be ruined.
You have 72 hours, or they throw away the decryption key and you never get it back.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So what do? You know, when you download new programs, it says, do you want to be notified about updates, or do you want us to automatically? So there's the automatic updates, but then there's something like Secure Updater.
Right.
That you
so
guys offer.
the automatic updates, what they do, like with your Java or your Flash, you'll get a pop-up that says, "Pop, your Java's out of date or your Flash is out of date. Click here to download the new one." Well, the bad guys figured that out too. So when they get malware in your computer, they throw a pop-up. We all know they can throw pop-ups. They throw a pop-up that looks like the real Adobe. It says, your Adobe's out of date. Download the real Adobe. And then you click it and download it. So if you click on the pop-ups that come up, you will always, you're going to get infected 100% of the time. But if you never click on the pop-ups that come up, you're going to get infected
That's
too.
me. Right. I'm the never clicker.
Yeah, so what you need is a way to tell the good pop-ups from the bad pop-ups. Otherwise, the automatic updater is worthless.
So that's Secure Updater.
That's what Secure Updater does. It automatically downloads and installs these updates in your computer for you within 8 hours of their release. automatically, silently. It just, if you have Secure Updater and especially Endpoint, if you have those two, but even if you don't have Endpoint, Secure Updater is kind of like the little brother that gets ignored, because Endpoint's like the big antivirus program, and this Secure Updater thing is a force multiplier for Endpoint.
But does it run in the background? Like, can you still, even if it's like closing all of those gaps for you, you can still use your PC while that's happening?
That's the whole point of Secure Updater. You don't even know it's there. There's a little icon down by your clock, and it can be red, green, or black. Red means there's a problem, I need to update something, and I couldn't update it because it's open. You know, we don't close your browser like, oh, there's a new browser. There you go. You weren't working on that, were you? You know, we don't do that. So you have to, you know, it's either red for needs to be updated, green for everything's okay, or if you have Secure Updater and you're looking for that icon and it's black, that means you're expired. You have it's $25 a year to renew it, so it's like $2 a month.
Yeah.
But it can literally save you from not only a $600, $700, $800 ransom paid in Bitcoin on the darknet. That's where you go to hire hitmen. That's where you have to go to pay this.
It's losing the priceless pictures to me, that if somebody tries to say, well, we're going to encrypt this stuff, and then you never get back the picture of your grandmother, those opportunities you can't recreate.
And a lot of people feel, well, I have a backup. Well, unless you have a rolling 7-day backup that's not attached to the computer, it's encrypted too. So your backup doesn't save you from this. That's the scary part.
Right, so you have a free trial of Secure Updater that our viewers can download right
Yeah,
now.
well, anybody can go to secureupdater.com and download the free 14-day trial. And I would encourage you to do that today. I know it's a sad Monday. Download this free trial. It's free. They don't ask for a credit card to activate the trial. None of that garbage. You install it, and it works for 2 weeks.
That's awesome.
If you like it, you can buy it. If you don't like it, you can uninstall it. And it uninstalls easily. It's not like one of these programs you install and you can never get rid of.
Right.
You know, there's no companion software or offers. You're not going to get any emails or anything. It's just going to work. And if you like it, you like it. And if you don't, you can remove it.
So secureupdater.com is the website. If you'd like that free trial, if you'd like to plug into Schrock Innovations, you can do that on SchrockInnovations.com. Thank you, Thor.
Thanks, guys.
You extortionist.
Yes, I'm
Thanks
a
for-
terrible.
thanks for
I want to
swinging
know
by.
what you've got on him. We'll talk.
Yeah, well, you know, you can pay.
Could be a number of
I
things.
would.
Good to see you. All right.